Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a true icon of the Japanese sports car world, the Toyota Celica. A car that defined an era, balanced style with performance, and left a lasting impression on gearheads across generations. Whether you're into tuner culture, classic JDM legends, or just love a good blend of form and function, the Celica has probably crossed your radar at some point. So let's take a deep look into what makes the Celica so special. From its sharp exterior styling to its surprisingly refined interior, impressive performance for its class, and how it holds up in today's market. Let's start with the first thing anyone notices, the exterior. The Toyota Celica went through several generations over its lifespan, but the 7th generation, produced from 1999 to 2006, is arguably the most striking. It features an aggressive, low-slung profile, razor-sharp headlights, and bold, sculpted lines that still turn heads today. The aerodynamic design was clearly influenced by motorsport, with a pointed front end, flared fenders, and a rear end that tapers smoothly for minimal drag. The GT-S trim came with sportier bumpers, a more prominent rear spoiler, and alloy wheels that enhanced the car's street presence. What makes the Celica's exterior special is how futuristic it looked for its time, a design that has aged incredibly well. It's the kind of car that still gets respect at car meets, and it's easy to see why. Inside the Celica, things get even more interesting. You might expect a bare-bones cockpit in an affordable sports coupe, but Toyota added some surprisingly premium touches. The driver-focused layout is one of its strongest suits, everything is angled toward you. The gauges are clear and sporty, and the center console has a sleek, minimalist vibe with easy-to-reach controls. The bucket seats hug you nicely in corners, especially in the GT-S trim, which came with sportier bolsters and optional leather. Despite being a compact coupe, the Celica offers decent legroom up front, and while the rear seats aren't exactly spacious, they can be useful in a pinch or folded down to expand cargo space. The materials are solid for the era, and you'll find that even after 20 years, many Celicas have held up incredibly well inside. It's a testament to Toyota's build quality. Now let's talk about what really matters in a sports car, performance. The Celica came in two main trims, the GT and the GT-S. The GT was powered by a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine producing around 140 horsepower, not groundbreaking, but paired with a light curb weight and decent gearing, it offered a fun, nimble driving experience. But the real gem was the GT-S. It featured the high-revving 2ZZGE engine, co-developed with Yamaha, which pushed out about 180 horsepower and revved all the way to 8,200 RPM. This engine really brought the car to life. Mated to a 6-speed manual transmission, the GT-S was capable of 0 to 60 in just under 7 seconds, quick for its class and era. But more than just straight-line speed, the Celica GT-S offered sharp handling thanks to its McPherson strut front and double wishbone rear suspension setup. It felt balanced, connected, and agile, making it a favorite on canyon roads and autocross tracks alike. It wasn't just fast, it was fun. In terms of daily drivability, the Celica strikes a nice balance. It's not so raw that it becomes uncomfortable, but it's far from boring. Steering is responsive, brakes are confidence-inspiring, and visibility is surprisingly good for a coupe. Add to that Toyota's legendary reliability, and you've got a car that can serve as both a weekend toy and a daily driver without skipping a beat. Now, let's talk about prices, which is where things get really interesting. Back in the day, the Celica was a relatively affordable sports car, and today it remains one of the best values on the used JDM market. As of now, you can find clean examples of the GT trim starting around $4,000 to $6,000 depending on mileage and condition. GT-S models, especially with the manual transmission, tend to fetch a premium. Expect to pay anywhere from $7,000 to $12,000 for a well-maintained one. Rarer models like the TRD Action Package or limited editions can climb higher, especially if they're unmodified or low mileage. Given what you're getting, the performance, style, and heritage, the Celica offers a ton of bang for the buck. Whether you're a young enthusiast looking for a first sports car, a collector hunting for a future classic, or just someone who appreciates great engineering and timeless design, the Toyota Celica checks a lot of boxes. It's fun, affordable, reliable, and still looks fantastic decades later. And with the growing appreciation for JDM legends, its value is only going to rise. So that's the Toyota Celica in detail, a car that might have been underrated in its time, but has absolutely earned its place in automotive history. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Got a favorite Celica generation or a story to share? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Would you like a version of this with visuals or scene directions for editing?